anyone feel that kind of clunky energy last week as we're shifting not only from winter to spring, but also collectively, individually, there's a huge shift up in vibration as we are opening up to what else is possible. The next 3 years are pretty epic for light workers, healers, people here to help shift in a new world, which is you if you're watching this. And I feel like right now there's this awkward kind of cusp of like, can we really receive? Like, what is next? Individually, collectively, like, what is possible? So today I'm talking about like 3 ways to help shift and receive in this kind of like catapult of energy from your higher self, from your guides to really bring you into this next level of your beingness. Whether it's projects, relationship, a home, or money, this truly feels like the next 6 months of like more. It's not just like materialism more, but just like more, like being able to be more and be more capable. But the physical body, there's a little bit of like resistance, a little bit of holding on that I'm just noticing collectively. And again, if you're new here, I'm Hannah Saunders. I'm a psychic medium channel. I work with people to come back into their highest self, most empowered self. So let's drop in and talk about what's going on right now as we're shifting seasons and how to best support yourself. Okay, so what I'm noticing right now psychically is last week was kind of like the thick of shifting from winter into spring or the vernal equinox. I still feel like we have this week and maybe a little bit of next week as well, of a little bit of this like kind of slower energy before there's like the full ramping up and blooming of you and me like, let's go, like, let me drop into this new hobby, this project, this thing. The manifestations and that are just, they're here, but it's like we need a little couple more weeks to fully bloom into them. And so with this, it's really important to note, just like in general with any season change, there's kind of like that cusp period of like, right now I'm still feeling kind of the remnants of winter. There's a little bit of like that slowness, a little bit of that deeper reflection. And there's also a lot of this like karma, like trauma, just like old clearing of emotions, anything that's kind of keeping you stagnant and in kind of older identities and maybe keep you limited from being in your highest self, your highest service, your highest timeline. So there's still some of these like whispers I feel kind of lingering in our field where they're showing up as anxiousness, tiredness, self-doubt, agitations with, you know, your partner or relationships that may have been present last week. There may still a little be of that edge, but again, I feel like we're coming to the other side of it. So a little bit of smoother sails going forward. And again, this isn't just a typical winter to spring kind of ramp up. This is a significant time in not only your soul's journey, but collectively where we are moving through a massive raise up in vibration, frequency. That is what this equates to is like having more of like fuel in your body, more sense of like, yes, more wisdom, more like gumption, courage to truly go for and importantly to receive these bigger manifestations, projects, home, business, relationships, love. So it is a massive shift up to be, receive, and more. And honestly, that is really radical, not only probably for your ancestral line, for your family, for you, but collectively to have more love, more peace, more expansiveness, more alignment. It is truly radical. So naturally, there's going to be a little bit of resistance, or a lot of it, not only from you, but maybe collectively, as you're coming up into a different way of being. So it feels really important for, moving to these just 3 tips I hear from my guides to support you all, us all, as we're shifting into truly becoming this next level of like who you are. The first thing we're going to talk about is like the physical movement. I talk a lot about physical movement to support in psychic awakenings, to help in the integrations, but particularly for the next like 7 to 10 days, I'm feeling it's important of like, are you stretching? Are you swimming? I just got back into rock climbing. It's like these activities where I feel like I'm really like expanding and stretching when you come into the physical shapes of expansion, and I feel like my heart's expanding, as I'm, maybe stretching out as I swim, or stretching out as you're doing yoga, it's creating this like energetic code and this flush in your body of like, we're expanding. And we start with the physical. When you're physically like, stretching, opening up, it's setting the foundation to then be able to energetically expand. So we gotta start with here, with home, physical body, next 7 to 10 days. What activities are you doing where you feel like, stretching, expanding out? That is gonna support two things: clearing out of any residual kind of traumas, karmas, things maybe stuck, old emotions in the body. Are you holding your mom's pain in your back? Are you holding certain people's pain in your body? When you're stretching, being curious of your experience, you're helping to release, and then you're going to be able to receive. So drop into expansive physical movement. An important thing I'm hearing from my guides is to kind of ease into this, to not expect like you're going to be like a limber little Gumby and be like, wow, I feel it, I feel good. Can you ease into kind of coming out of this maybe rigidity that's happened in the body, and just like, okay, I'm going to practice 5 minutes of just expanding, see how that feels, to not shame, judge, feel any kind of guilt or whatever judgment of the body, to simply be curious. What is your experience? What is your experience? And then kind of progress from there. So have fun with this. The other thing we're talking about is patience, which is honestly really hard, as many of you are pretty high level intuitive psychic beings, where you're really sensing, I think, these bigger things coming forward for you, whether it's the project, the business, these launches. There's kind of this antsiness of like, it's time. It's time, but it's not just time right now. And I feel like really just sitting with that sense of like, just taking a breath. Again, I think we have another like 7 to 10 days to just kind of be in this in-between place before there's this really like, yes, ready to launch. So can you sit with that sense of just like patience for where you're at, patience and love and compassion for where you've been, what's changing and what's about to happen? And what does this look like? What does it look like to work with the word patience? Every single word has a frequency. And even if you're sitting here with me, just sitting, closing your eyes, and as we speak, or you speak the word kind of patience to yourself, patience. That word is emitting a certain code, a frequency to help your nervous system, your body downshift, to really feel more safe, more secure of like, great, yep, I'm here, I'm feeling like enough. And if you've been watching some of my work, when you are becoming more present, more grounded, you are more likely to receive, the next insights, the next steps of like, what is next? So it feels super key. It is a high level skill as you're kind of on the edge of an expansion to be like, and I am here. So practicing patience with yourself, not getting frustrated, honoring those times you do get frustrated, but you are on the edge of the expansion. So be patient with yourself. And number 3, we're going to talk about heart expansion. And I'm going to link a meditation where we're going to help open up your heart chakra. We're going to help bring in higher level light and frequency, because not only is this heart the place of where you receive love, but it's also this place of identity, deep soul identity. Many of you have been the wallflowers, have been, maybe certain identities stayed small. And as you're really like, this is your year of coming out, really stepping into more of who you are, it feels really important to open up the heart, bring in higher level frequency, like deep, unconditional love frequency, to help feel that sense of safety, to help feel that sense of just support, and to also up level your ability to receive and to be like, you know what? Yes, it is okay to be seen in this bigger project I'm launching, or this deeper love, this partnership that's coming in. Your ability to receive equates to your ability of feeling worthiness. And when we help tune up the heart of just like, feeling that love, feeling that worthiness, you become like that open palette to like, yes, I can now meet the universe. Yes, I can now receive in the catapult that is here for everyone's taking, especially all the light workers, the healers, kind of the leaders of the new world. So we're going to work on that in a meditation, just expand the heart. And you can also work on this yourself by just, where are you finding those like simple joys of life? When you're buying yourself flowers or picking flowers or making your favorite cup of tea or hanging out with that friend that's just like, you feel so good. You're helping your heart coming out of this like kind of, a little bit of resistance, a little bit of hold up before you shift into a higher level of being. It's a little bit of like, am I ready to go on stage energy? And as you drop into the simple joys that bring you happiness, it's like, okay, I'm okay. So notice over the next 7 to 10 days, where can you commit? Where can you be aware of? And where can you create these simple moments of joy that are going to naturally open up your heart to receive what is possible for you and what is calling you forth in the next, not only the spring season, but we're also really talking about the summer. It's like the epic time of this year of expansion. And I'm super excited. I can feel it deep in my bones of things I've been wanting to do for the last 10 years that are finally happening. And I'm seeing it through all my clients of just this well up of courage, of call to rise up and to co-create and to really become who you are here to be. So let me know what resonates. Let me know how y'all are feeling. We are in this together. Just give yourself a little bit of time as we're kind of marinating in between seasons. So